Night 1 of WrestleMania 40 was a night which underdelivered for some. However, it still had a lot to love from start to finish. From one of the highest profile main events of all time, to a record-breaking reign coming to an end, to one of the poorest received matches for quite a while, there was a lot to discuss when it came to this event. Some matches on WrestleMania Saturday were undoubtedly better than others, and Honor Wrestling Club's rating system will determine how good they were and which was the definitive match of the night. Welcome to Honor Wrestling Club, and in today's video we'll be counting down every match from WrestleMania 40 Saturday ranked from worst to best. We've already done the Sunday portion of WrestleMania 40 and you can check that out after you finish this video. However, if you are new here, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you never miss out on any of the fun content that we produce here at Honor Wrestling Club. Welcome to the club. Now, without further ado, let's crack on with the list with, in at number 7, possibly the most obvious bottom of the list ranking we've ever done here, Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso with a rating of 4.25 out of 10. Sometimes, even the closest of friends, and in this case brothers, just don't have the desired chemistry. This match lacked a spark, and despite the fans responding to the yeet, no yeet spot, the audience wasn't all too invested. For much of the match, it felt like the pair were just hitting each other with the exact same moves, with little variation. Too many super kicks, not enough drama, despite their best efforts from a character perspective. It wasn't all bad, at least the right man won, but it felt like there was so much more potential for this match. It didn't help that fans weren't really invested in the story, and no one really wanted to see them fight each other to begin with, because not many people wanted to see tag teams fight. In number 6, we have Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio with a rating of 5.5 out of 10. Now this was disappointing, wasn't it? The in-ring work was largely fine for the most part, but there was a distinct lack of energy outside some of the high spots from those at ringside. The callbacks to last year between Rey and Dominic were good when they happened, but there was not enough of it, and there was a lack of intensity too in the interactions between all the men. The absence of any big angle, a big swerve, or a big turn was a disappointment as well, as many expected something to happen. The finish was cheap and didn't make much sense outside of a cheap pop for Jason Kelce and Lane Johnson, who, local sports heroes. In number 5, we have Damage Control versus Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair and Naomi, with a rating of 6 out of 10. This was a fun sprint of a match though, perhaps arguably a little bit rushed. Cargill, Belair and Naomi had a stunning entrance here, adding some big hype for this match before it even began. All three had a chance to shine, with Damage Control being in the position to make them look incredible. Everything flowed together well, though there was perhaps not enough time to tell a strong story. Cargill didn't have too much to do, but she looked good doing it regardless in her first WrestleMania. In number 4, we have The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins with a rating of 7.25 out of 10. There was a lot to love about this match. However, it could have been better had at least 10 minutes been shed off from it. There were some dull and lethargic stretches of this bout, which did take the crowd out of it on occasion. The Rock clearly had some limits in the ring, but they worked around it well, and he put on a strong character-driven performance, with the other three doing a lot of the heavy lifting, though The Rock did take a massive announce table bump and possibly the funniest spear sell of all time. There was some strong drama, Attitude Era style brawling, and not too much overbooking ahead of the finish, with it all playing nicely into the main event of Night 2, which you can find out where we ranked that in the previous video we spoke about. Go on, check it out, you'll enjoy it, after you finish this video of course. In number 3, we have Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's World Championship, with a rating of 7.75 out of 10. Now, you'd think these two women had worked together hundreds of times with how smooth this was. Ripley was the powerhouse, as you'd expect, looking dominant as she continued her already year-long reign. Lynch worked on Ripley's arm, trying to find a way to get her to submit with her finisher to disarm her. But in the end, Ripley was simply too strong to be stopped. The in-ring work was very fluid, speeding up as the match went on, with the crowd getting more and more into it. A strong way to open WrestleMania 40 for sure, though it did feel like they had an even bigger gear to get to. And Rhea's entrance was really cool, and Becky's gear as well, advertising her book. In number 2, we have the 6-pack tag team ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, with a rating of 7.75 out of 10. Considering there were 12 men in this match with a sea of super crazy spots, the way this flowed was commendable. The win for Warrior and Theory was a little anticlimactic, and the ending sequence with the broken ladder was a little awkward, but for the most part this was an absolute blast. Truth's win had been months in the making, and the fans loved seeing him get his moment. The wrestlers put their bodies on the line, trying to steal the show with a highlight reel of insane spots. Now, whilst you could argue it was just a highlight reel of insane spots and no real story, those spots were really, really good and helped this stand out on quite a packed WrestleMania weekend. And in number 1, we have Gunther vs Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship with a rating of 9 out of 10. Whether you agree with the decision to end Gunther's reign or not, it cannot be denied that in-ring this was the best match of the night and probably second best match of the entire weekend. Sami Zayn's role as the underdog in this match was once again proof of how incredible he is as a babyface. And in just one match, he silenced those who criticised his spot in the match instead of Chad Gable. Gunther was his usual world-class self, putting on a heel masterclass as he dominated Zayn for much of the bout in front of his wife and child. The trash talk, the brutal moves, and more were all fantastic. It was a slight shock to some to see Zayn win, however it gave fans an incredible moment that will live on for many years to come. And there you have it, there's our list. So what did you think? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. What did you think was the best match of WrestleMania Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday, and of the whole weekend as a whole? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you never miss out on any of the fun content that we produce here at Honor Wrestling Club. And be sure to check out the video where we rank the matches of WrestleMania Sunday. Go on, you'll enjoy it. And be sure to share it with your friends as well. Let them know what they missed if they didn't check out WrestleMania, because it was one of the best WrestleManias ever, if we're being honest. However, until next time, I'd just like to thank you for watching and welcome to the club. See ya!